try that one. Let's see. Let's try this. Let's see if we can get people in this time. See. Great. Can't believe I just done that, man. Big up all Sunday evening, Father Chalky, Simple Things Audio. Hope you're good. I'm gonna wait a few minutes. We're here, we're gonna chat. Big up Cousin Ren. Now I know I've got it correct. I've just spent 15 minutes doing a live video, and then all of a sudden I found out I was doing it private. So no one was watching anyway. So big up everybody who's coming in now. Yeah. We're gonna have a little chat about the APS Rotary EQ and the APS base unit. So I'm gonna give people a couple of minutes to come in so that we can have a chat about these units. I'm smiling to myself really on a Sunday because I can't believe I just sat here for 15 minutes, done a video, and no one could see it. Silliness in life. Anyway, big up everybody. Hope you had a good weekend, whether you was out, whether you was in, whatever you was doing. I hope you had a good weekend. Like I said, we're going to wait a couple of minutes, wait for a couple of people to pass through. Big up Andrew G, Mikey Effects, nice to see you all there. Big up Mr. Mel G as well. I'm going to share this video with a couple of groups. So just as I say, I want to get this correct today. Right, hang on. Let me get rid of this. And right, okay. Right, that's the one. Right, so what I'm trying to do, I want to see all the comments if possible. Share it to a couple of groups, and we're going to be chatting. Give me a second, Cousin Ren. We're going to be chatting to a couple of people as well, hopefully. And we're going to be having a good old chat about basically the base unit and stringing it up. Yeah, because I've had some questions said to me and this and that. So I want to talk people through the unit itself. So, and I'm going to try and see if I can see the comments as well. Right, let me see if I can get rid of that. I can't stop the... I'm trying to see the comments as well. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go with the comments and everything. So, anyway, big up all those who are there at the moment. I can't stop this. I want the volume to stop. Ah, there we go. There we go. Now I can see the comments and without the volume. That's better. Right. Okay. Big up all those who are coming in at the moment. What we're going to do, as I said, big up Edgar C. Nice to see you on a Sunday. We are here today to discuss these two units, basically. And I've done, as you know, as those who have seen know, I've done videos on both of these before, but we're going to do a couple more videos and also go into some simple stringing up instruction, basically. So what we have here, as people know, right? People are coming in at the moment. Big up yourselves. I can see people reaching through. So yeah, hold tight. What we have is at the top, we have the APS Rotary 16 band Rotary EQ. Very nice unit. We'll chat about that in a moment. As you can see, the kill switches are off. All your band volumes are here. We'll chat about that unit in a moment. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that unit off and take that off. Big up Don Chandler, good to see you again. Right, and let me take that off for now. Because what I want to do mainly to start with is... Right, Tony, who's that on the camera there?
I'm going to struggle to hear you because I'm playing on a show in Chelsea.
Right. If you could come off the camera, and because I'm doing a video at the moment. Yeah?
Okay. All right, no problem.
Cool. Okay. Right. Okay. Big up Tony. Right. Okay. What I wanted to talk about to start with was the base unit, the APS base unit. Now I've already done a video. Those who've seen it, it's on the YouTube channel, it's on the Facebook, blah blah blah. But we're going to quickly run over this again because it's been tweaked again. So we're going to quickly run over this. Tony, hold tight. I can see you're joining. Just let me push that. I'm going to continue. Tony's there as well. Big up Tony. So I can see who's joining in. I'm not sure how that's working, but we're going to carry on anyway. So we have the APS base preamp, as I call it, or the APS base unit, or the APS base pre, as I call it. Now, let me give you a quick explanation on this unit, and then I'm going to bring the other one back and give you an explanation of the two of them together. So, right. Now, the APS base, first thing you come, very solidly made. Let's make sure you know that. Very solidly made, yeah. Built with no plastic casing, proper metal casing, solidly knocked together, solidly screwed in, everything is solid. Metal buttons, everything is solid. Yeah, right. Now, the first thing you come to on this unit is your phase switch. So, depending on how you want your cone to move and how you're running your sound at the time, this switch here can send you backwards, forwards, whichever you prefer. And like I say, whoever buys the unit, whatever unit you buy, the preference comes down to yourself for what sound you're going to put out from your boxes. Yeah, whether you buy this unit or whether you buy another unit, it really doesn't matter. The preference comes down to yourself. So this switch here is a handy tool to have for the sound man, them who know about them sort of things, to deal with the phase induction backwards and forwards. Right. Next, you come to your input level control. So 0 to 10, simple. Yeah. When it's up, and when it's gone, it's gone. Very simple. Very simple. So you can control the input signal that comes into the unit. Now, underneath that, big up Tony Entertainer. Nice to see you on a Sunday. Big up yourself each and every time. Underneath the input level control, you have an input light. Now, this input light, very good tool, because what happens when you have standard coming in, standard input, it just flashes green, just flashes a nice screen. As the signal gets harder, the green gets more solid. Big up Charlie, thank you for the education. The green gets more solid, okay? So as you push more signal, the green will get more solid in itself. Now, this unit also is built with a whole heap of input and output headroom. What happens to this light is, if you're pushing, and I've pushed some seriously hot, heavy signal and hot signal into it, and only managed to do it on a testing process. If you're pushing a real heavy signal into this unit and hot signal into this unit, this light will then turn, like other units, this light will then shine bright, hard red, and it will help you protect, protect itself. But at the end of the day, because it's built with so much input headroom, you should not get anywhere near that. in reality, you should not get anywhere near that. But we's all different, so you know, I'm just telling you the facts, and you know, if you ever get the unit, that's how you deal with it. Okay, right. Come across to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knobs here. Now we're going to start right at the bottom end. We'll start at the sub end. These 5 knobs here will run your subsection from 25 hertz up to 60 hertz. These are your volume knobs. So again, 0 to 10, not minus 12, not plus 12, 0 to 10. So when it's gone, it's gone. There is no filtering coming out of it. There is no bleeding coming out of it. It is gone, completely and utterly gone. So these are the volume knobs for them hertz. Now, I've been asked, you know, how much slope does it have between, you know, this and that and that and this? Right, let me give you just a very quick explanation. Yeah. Once you have this unit, and as I said, each of the hertz are now marked up from 25, 35, 40, 50, and 60 hertz. Once you have this unit, you now have control of them hertz. Yeah. So you are now controlling what kind of sub you want going into that sub box, basically, if you're playing that single sub box. So if you're saying to me, well, how much, you know, slope, blah, 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 as a sound man and as a person, you want to control the tone and how you want that bass, because like I say, everybody's different. So how you want that bass to sound, your slope will be dealt with by yourself as you're bringing up the volumes and turning down the volumes. So you can change that slope. You know, that's my perception on that as a sound man. Not as a technician, not as an electrician, but as a sound man. Yeah, that is my perception on that, because I've been asked a couple of times, and you know, when it comes to them kind of numbers, I haven't got them kind of numbers, so I will give you that simple answer. It's a very simple answer, because of the control you have from this unit on your bass. You can now mix and blend your slopes perfectly to the way you want it to sound. That'll answer that question to the couple of mans who's asked me that in advance. Yeah. So let's get back to the unit. Now, as I said, you have 60 hertz, 50 hertz, 40 hertz, the very slim 40 to 35 hertz, and then you have the danger knob, which is the 25 hertz knob. So that's your subsection block, basically, as I call it. Now we move along slightly, and over here, and do remember, this is a 19-inch rack mount unit, for those who don't know. Yeah, it's a 19-inch rack mount unit. So what we have here now is your kick upper bass. You know, that's what they call it now. Yeah, upper bass, higher bass, whatever. Yeah, this is the control section for that. So we've got here, which is now a wider berth, as I call it. I call it a berth. Yeah. So you have a wider berth here on these knobs. So you have 70, 100, and 125 hertz. This is what you're controlling from your upper bass section. Now to me, it's still sub, but you know, that's what man call it upper bass, right? So this will control that, and again, the slope in that, even though it's got wide, it's a wider berth, wider fraction, whatever. Yeah, that you know, the slope in that yet again can be controlled by yourself to how you want it to sound. Just like, you know, another graphically equalizer, but only the difference now being that you're playing with 0 to 10 and not minus and plus. You know, some light on the unit would be nice, but and you can't see the unit. You can't see the unit. That's as nice as you're gonna see it anyway. So, you know, I'll give you a rough idea. There are pictures on my page, Charles Burton. Go on my page and you'll see plenty pictures of the unit itself. So we're just chatting. We're just chatting. Too dark. All right. Let me see. Let me see if I can get. Let me see if I can get it. I've got the light on in my room. I'm not sure why that should be dark. Right. All right. Right. There you go. Now I'll hold it closer so you can see right there. Right. And you can see it for yourself. Okay. I don't really want to keep holding it, but you know. Let me see if I can place this somewhere so that you can see it a lot better. I'll tell you what we do. Hold tight. I'll tell you what we do. Okay. I'm gonna stand. That's what I'll do. I'll stand up and then I'll bring it all closer and everybody can stop moaning at me. How about that? How about that? Yeah? Better? Better? Yeah? Okay. You're not going to break me back, can I? Right, where are we? Where are we sitting? Okay, right. Hopefully now you should. Can you see it better now, yeah? I'm hoping it. Right, okay. Right. Now then, where are we? The upper bass section, right? As I was saying, 70, 100, and 125 hertz. Like I was saying about the slope sections and everything like so, yeah, you can make that sound how you like as a sound person, as a technician. You can say to yourself, oh, that doesn't sound right, use your ears. Also, let me get this across to people as well. None of what I'm telling you now, yeah, none of this is paperwork. You understand? All of this is ear work and tone work and blah blah blah. None of this has been put on meters by myself. Yeah, I haven't put anything on a meter and say, ooh. Yeah, these are real world ear tests. Simple as that. Simple as that. So I can tell you what it's going to sound like. Yeah, I can't tell you all the digital thing. Yeah, so let's get that out of the way. Okay. Now, as I said before, your upper bass section, 0 to 10. These are your volumes right from here. And like I said before, so Charles, when you didn't see it, sub bass 25, 35, 40, 50, 60. Over here, phase switch, yeah? Input level control. And down here, we have your input level light. So just in case those who couldn't see it and it was dark, there you go. I'm going to do this like this and break my back. So, okay, right. Let's move across. Now, next to the upper level switches, the upper level knobs, I should say, you have this VU meter. Big up Charlie, Ballistic. Yeah, Ballistic, sound good to see you. Nice to see you Sunday evening. Right, you have this VU meter over here, which is basically a standard VU meter, but like I said, this unit has been built with a whole heap of input and output headroom. So you've got quite a few dBs on the BU meter before you can click that. You've got to push that very, very, very hard to click this unit at all. Very hard indeed, and I'm being totally serious with that. Now, that's like, here we have I think it's minus 12 if I remember rightly, up to 0, and then 0 to plus 12 as a dB input VU meter. Now, with this switch that's here, you can flick this down, and this now becomes a headroom unit meter. This will now actually show you how much headroom you have to play with from this unit, which those who know sound and everything, very handy tool to have, and it's just simple. It's a flick of a switch. So it's another, big up Ren again, always thinking solidly. So that's a very, very good tool to have on this. And like I said, the input, I'm going to keep saying this, the input and output headroom is astounding on this unit. Trust me, it really, really is. Big up Derek, Sunday evening, nice to see you. Okay, let me pull this, or just turn this slightly. Yeah, let's come and see here. Right, okay. After the VU meter and the dB meter, up here, the first knob you're going to come to is a balance knob. Now, this knob, as I've discussed with cousin Ren, and he's just said to me, listen, it's just a simple left and right balance knob, okay? I found, and I shouldn't really argue with the builder, because the builder knows, but I found that with this balance knob, once you start use it and fiddle around with this unit, it actually works like a sweep, a bass sweep. Those who remember, old school preamps, new school preamps, know what I'm talking about there. So I found that once you bus it to the right, you would get more a musical bass, and a nice bass, still strong, but more a musical bass. And then you would bus it to the left. And this is when the strength and the roarity seemed to come in. Now, maybe that was just me, but you know what? It did seem to have that sweet effect for me, which was very interesting because I wasn't expecting it, to be quite honest, but wicked. But cousin Ren, who built the unit, says it's a balance knob. It is what it is. We'll leave it at that. And then after that, you come to the sub output volume and the upper bass output volume. So each section, once set, has its own output volume. Yeah, simple as that. Big up Gooch, my man right there. Good to see you on a Sunday. And the last pieces you have over here, you have the kill switches. Now, up brings in its respective thing. So you have one for your sub and one for your upper. So when it's off, it's flashing. When it's on, it's solid. Again, another very, very handy thing to have. And for the original sound man like so, we love them kind of thing, yeah? We love them kind of thing. Now, what I'm going to do, let me turn this round, if I've got enough cable, and show you the back. Okay. be able to stretch it. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay. Now, hopefully you should be able to see that there. Now, with the bass unit, unlike the EQ unit, the bass unit has a power plug, which is already built in, basically. So there is no slipping of any kind of input and output of plugs. It's got solidly built-in cable, very solid indeed. Don't have to worry about that. And right here, next to the input cable, is your fuse holder. So any problem like so, open up your fuse, have a look, done and dusted. But I doubt you're going to get any of them problems unless, as they call it, it's user error. Big up Wayne, I see you right there. Right, okay. Let's come along, because the back is, as I said, the back is very pretty. And it's very simple, but it's very solid. Okay, now, we have, as you can see here, your output sections, XLR. There are no phonos out here, there are no RCAs out here. This is built strictly XLR, solid outputs, balance outputs, yeah. We have one for the sub, one for the upper, and one which is called the main. So basically the main is the two sections put together. So you could, if you want to run one box with both sub and upper in the one box, you could run the signal from there straight there and deal with it like so. If you want to separate your bass, you have that option as well. It's built like so, and the inside is built solidly like so to control that, so you're nice. And then from the front, you would just control things how, as I said, you want it to sound. You want to reproduce that sound to those who are coming to you. Simple as that. Right, and then the last two, again, XLR inputs, very nice, very solid, locking. Again, straightforward, in, done, simple as that, simple as that. Very pretty at the back, very, very simple at the back. And that's really and truthfully, that's how you want it at the back. You don't want a whole heap of things these days, just the things that are gonna go into the unit and come out of the unit sounding nice, without any hums, without any problems. So that's the back of that unit. Now, let me, well, we've got everything there, I want to grab the EQ, because this is what we're going to chat about. Because those who've seen it already, I've done a couple of videos on the EQ itself. Those who know, let's plug this in. And I don't really need to go too roughly in this, but it's because I've been asked some questions on stringing this up. Now, what we have here, as I said, this is the EQ. Let's put that there. The APS EQ, Rotary EQ, 16 bands of rotary in each section, in 5 sections basically. So let me put it where you can see it, but you can see it kind of wide. Right, okay, you have your sub frequencies, which are 4. Now, straight away, let me tell you, none of these are numbered, okay? These are just done into band. None of these are numbered, yeah. So I've been asked these questions as well. But as a sound man, this was built in the beginning, directed mainly at sound man, and then we've had PA people buy some and blah blah blah. But as a sound person, in reality, we would like you to use your ears with them piece, to set it with your ears. You know, I'm not giving out, oh, this is this and this and that. I haven't, you know, we're not dealing with that numbers. You use your ears. That's why this kind of thing was built like so. It was aimed in that kind of direction. Right. So you have your 4 sub-bass frequencies here. The unit, I can tell you, is built from 20 up to 20. Okay. So I'll say that. And the subsection, I can tell you now, cuts off 80 hertz. Okay. So now, so that would be your subsection from say 20, 25 up to 80. Then you would have your upper bass section right here. We've got 3 knobs controlling that. As we come along, you have your low mid section here of 3 knobs controlling that section, and then your high mid up here, 3 knobs controlling that section, and your high section of 3 knobs. Now, same as the sub-bass preamp, with all the knobs, it's not -12, it's not +12. Turn it and it gone. 0 to 10. Simple, it's built like so. Up here, like the bass EQ, each box has its own kill switch. So there you go. You have mid, high, low, mid, high, and sub bass all got their own kill switches. When it's down, it's off. When it's up, it's off. Now, at the back, I didn't really want to go, you know what, I'm going to go into the back of both pieces as we quickly chat about this wiring thing that I got sent about and I got asked about. So let me not do any damage. Just be careful. We don't want nothing to go pop, pop. The unit's too good to be doing them kind of thing. Right. Okay. Let's just pull the plug around. That's cool. Okay. Right. Now, what I want to show you, quite simple. Right. On the back of the EQ, nice twist locking plug, not a slip. There you go. One of them with your fuse holder right next to it. But it's the rest of this that I want to chat about. Now, on the bottom unit here is, as you can see, is the bass pre, and the top unit is the EQ. Now, the EQ, as I've said before, this switch here, if it's up, this EQ now runs as a flat unit, 20 to 20, once that switch is up. Meaning that this subsection here is not in use. So you would have 2 mains outputs from 20 to 20. If you flick this switch down, you're now running these 2 main outputs from 80 hertz up to 20k, and this subsection is running from 80 hertz down to 20 hertz once this is split down. So basically, built-in crossover, very strong, but you have total control of that at the front. Boom, done, sorted. Now, big up Judah and Jeff, nice to see you. Just that was just to show you that. Like I said, I've done videos on that before. If you have a look, you will see that. Now, I'm going to show you something. People have asked me, because when the EQ was built, it wasn't specifically, you know, meant to be built to work with the bass pre, because the EQ was built first. The bass pre wasn't in mind. But they can easily, very easily, work together. And people have been asking me, well, how would you do this? How would it's a simple premise. So I'm just going to show you very simply how the two units can work together. You would have your main input signal coming from your source or whatever into the EQ, okay? Whether you're coming from a mixer, an external mixer, or whatever, into the EQ. Now, here you have two mains outputs. Yeah, you would have your switch flick up. You would take one mains output. You would need another unit, but you would take your one mains output and put that into an old school preamp, a crossover, a speaker management, and set that down, that second unit down to 80 hertz. So it just cut there. Yeah. So, or sorry, to 125 hertz. My apologies. You set that to cut it at 125 hertz for your top section. Yeah. So whatever boxes are running that, you do that in your third unit, whether that be a preamp, whether it's like I say, a crossover, a speaker management, or all of them will do that. Yeah, so you can go into settings and deal with that. Your second mains output would now simply go into the bass pre. Now, you would leave your switch up, so you're running everything from 20 to 20. But once you're going into the bass pre, the bass pre is going to completely filter out anything above 125 hertz. So therefore, you have now complete control from anything from 20 hertz up to 125 hertz through the bass pre, and then 125 hertz and above is through your next unit, whether it be like I say, whatever way you personally run your set, you know, bring that in. That is a very simple way of running these two units together. Because as I said, I've had a couple of people who told me, oh well, they weren't built together, rare, this and that. Yeah, just use a little bit of sense, you know. Try a couple of things, because the two units can simply work together. Yeah. Excellent units is all I can say. Sound quality wise, top notch. Yeah. Build quality wise, top notch. 550 for the EQ, 600 for the bass pre. Yeah. As a sound man, I would say yes, well worth the money. Yeah. For me, this is my perception in this. Well worth the money. Yeah. I got a big up cousin Ren on the hard work he's done on these, and big up all the mans who supported as we've gone along with all of these. I'm going to let people know now. There is nothing in this for me. Yeah. He's my family and everything, but there's nothing in this for me. I'm not the man who is selling this, selling that. I just want my people to know good things when they come along. You understand? So that we can share it, we can try and learn it, we can try and understand it. You know what I mean? And like I said, everybody is different. Everybody, you know, do their things a little way different. So, you know, you might say to yourself, well, I don't want something like that. That's going to make my bass sound rubbish. You know what I mean? Or next man will say, boy, you know what? I think that will just do it for me. It is what it is. We are different. But if you are interested in these units, anytime, let me know, and I'll let you know how things are running. To let everybody know out there, these units built to order by one man and one man alone. There is no middleman. There is no infrastructure. There is no Chinese involvement. Yeah, let me tell you that. One man bill it, one man send it to me or send it to you, whichever way it does. Yeah. So that's the APS units. As I said, lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. Again and again and again. Yeah. And like I said, the two units can easily and simply work together. And that's mainly what this was about, you know, just to, you know, get rid of some questions that was asked to me. Yeah. And again, I'm going to say to the 3 or 4 gentlemen that asked me about slope, hopefully watch back on this video, and that explanation will have helped you. You know, hopefully that will have helped you, because that's just what I'm doing. That's just what I'm there for, you know, to help people along. So now I'm going to go and do what I've got to do. I've got another one to let you know about, the having a little comparison with the RCF and the Yamaha and the new Tom and Box. Very interesting. I'm going to sit down and let you know about that one as well. So look out for that one in the next couple of days. And at the weekend, we have Put the Needle on the Record, the Sing-Along Anthems edition up there in Greenford. So yeah, will be my event. So look out for that one as well. Until then, big up yourselves and thank you very much for watching. And like I said, the APS unit, absolutely lovely. Yeah, so if you need inquiry, just message me, message Cousin Ren. We'll let you know what's going on. Till then, have a big Sunday, have a safe Sunday. Later will be greater. Look after one another. From Simple Things, Father Chalky. Nice to see you.